Tutorial is for 5th grade, Module 5, Lesson 18. In this lesson, we're going to look at the qualities of rectangles. The directions tell us that all of the shapes on the page are rectangles. We are to mark the congruent sides on the rectangles and write the measurement for each angle on the rectangles. I'm going to start by looking at the angles. I have a protractor and I'm going to drag it on top of one of the rectangles. So I'm going to line up the vertex of this rectangle along my protractor, and then I'll follow the side around, and we can see that the measurement of this angle is 90 degrees. So I'm going to draw that symbol for a right angle in the corner of that rectangle. If we were to continue measuring all the angles on the rectangle, we will find that all 4 angles are 90 degrees, or all 4 angles are right angles. So I'm going to write those symbols in the remaining rectangles. I have marked all of the right angles in all of my rectangles. That is truly the meaning of a rectangle. It's a 4-sided figure with 4 right angles. You can't make a 4-sided figure and give it 4 right angles and not make a rectangle. So that's really the simplest definition of a rectangle. But we're also going to look at the measurement of the sides on these rectangles. I'm going to mark the sides that are congruent to each other. So here, my top and bottom are congruent, and my 2 sides are congruent to each other. On this one, the top is congruent to the bottom, and the 2 sides are congruent. Here I have 2 short sides that are congruent and 2 long sides. And what I have left are 2 squares. In my square, all 4 sides are congruent. And the same with this square in the upper left corner. All 4 sides are congruent. The square is a special rectangle because it has 4 right angles. Again, any 4-sided figure that has 4 right angles is considered a rectangle, and that's why the square is a special rectangle. It's a rectangle that also has 4 equal sides. Here I've written my definition for a rectangle. It is a polygon with 4 sides, or in other words, a quadrilateral, and it has 4 right angles. The last direction asks me to draw a quadrilateral that is a rectangle and draw a quadrilateral that is not a rectangle. So here I'm just going to draw a 4-sided shape, doing my best to make 4 right angles. And over here I will draw a 4-sided shape that does not have 4 right angles. So this one is a rectangle and this one is not a rectangle.